what you're doing, but I know what's going to happen in turn 1. How many people on the inside will be going down the inside of turn 4, as we saw at the start of that race? It's not inconceivable McLaughlin could drop back to 5th or 6th, because there's nothing in the rules that says all the drivers on the inside should lift and give right of passage to a driver trying to charge across your bows. So in some ways, the outside finish, and perhaps this wasn't lost on Craig Lowndes late in that last half of the race, first half, the last completed half, that he's third on the inside behind Whincup. To my mind, we go right, we go right, we go right. That's half the lap turning right. I think the 1-3-5-7-9 side is a much better place to be than the 2-4-6-8 side, unless McLaughlin can win the start.
Well, that's going to be hard to do.
Happy to thought that through.
Yeah, well, the only way that Whincup can really lose is to spin the tyres at the start. So it's a NASCAR style rolling start, something that we've not really seen before at Queensland Raceway. It's not completely... I suppose we did have one for the international drivers race at the Gold Coast. We have had one in the history of motorsport in Australia that we've had the odd restart. The Dash and Cash used to have it. 1988 Bathurst 1000 had a roll...
GT racing starts.
Yeah,
Small sedans now do rolling starts.
Formula 5000. You see V8 Supercars doing rolling starts.
The difference is it's bumper to bumper. So when Whincup gets to the acceleration zone, opening it, we will have NASCAR particularly, that's when you can lose spots on a rolling start. Such a low speed, that would be easy to do. The higher the speed, the harder it is to do. You can't just plant your foot. No, but if you nail it, you could get excessive wheel spin, or if you hold it in first too long, hit the rev limiter, it hurts your acceleration curve. So, and it's a lot harder to do. There's so much noise, not so much so for the front row, but back between 8 and 18. It's just chaos.
Yeah, and you have to hold your position. You're not allowed to, if you're starting back on row 9, you can't just duck out to the left or right hand side to try and get a run of the guys in front of you. You have to stay in position, and I imagine they'll be watching that like a hawk in race control, and McConville and the driving standards guys will be...
This is an oval race, isn't it? It's a 3 corners.
It is.
It's like an oval race.
It's 3 corners. It's an Oscar race.
Well, we're heading in the wrong direction, aren't we? I think Oscar should go the other way, because they used to protect the driver's side. So American, of course, NASCAR's thing that matters, which is like Thunderdome history. Here we go. Safety car, Whincup does not go any quicker. Wait for McLaughlin to line up side by side, as does every other driver on the inside. And if you think this is how far apart they're going to be, you're wrong. They will be 2 inches apart. They'll be pushing each other when they come around to start this race. And at the back of the pack, Murray will look to move up as well. Getting closer, squeezing up, heart rate up, expectation up. The chance of falling off the face of the earth, highly likely for some of these people on the outside of this grid.
Keep it on row 2, Windsor, Bottom and Lowndes, possible score to settle there.
I'll get closer again. As we wait for
Go, Frosty.
We'll arrive at the start of the acceleration zone, no quicker than 60k, no slower than 50k. And here it is, the locomotive V8 Supercar style with all the headlights ablaze, or the LED lights. And we enter it now, and how quickly does Whincup go? Straight away. He's straight onto it. A very good start from Whincup, and McLaughlin's going to try and follow the going at the same pace and being hung on the outside.
He timed that absolutely perfect, Jamie Whincup. It might be a foreign thing for him to do, but he got that one absolutely perfect. Down the back straight we go, a little bit of dust being kicked up, but it's the front four, the way that they left, including Courtney and Davison, all the way back through Reynolds, who maybe picked one up. Van Gisbergen there in 8th, Davison Knight Bright 10, and
Coulthard again sliding wide.
He is just living out the high line today.
Better than the first attempt though, as they go through the shortcut section of the road there to maximise the grip level, as opposed to getting out on the grass. And it is as they finish the last race, so safely and cleanly through. We restart the second half of this race, and further back between positions 16, 28. It is all going on, side by side, 2 to 3 wide as they go through turn 5 at the front, as it's Wingcup leading. And almost overall dumped by the Jack Daniels Nissan, and that will certainly come under investigation. And luckily there was nothing hard to hit, and off goes Jonathan Webb as well. They survived nearly a whole lap.
They nearly got there.